Hi everyone, today I want to talk to you about tracking your metrics within your advertising account. Because if you're going to run ads and become very good at your lead generation efforts, or whatever it is, whether you're doing e-commerce, lead generation, you're spending quite a bit of money on the Facebook platform or the Google platform, but let's focus on Facebook for today. You need to be on top of your metrics across the board, okay? Because what happens, and if you're crap at running ads, you're going to see your cost per lead spike one day, all right? And you're gonna panic. You're gonna think, it's this ad, I switch it off, or it's this audience, I'm gonna can that audience and try a new one. I'm gonna duplicate, I'm gonna do this, and this, and you're actually running blindly. You have no idea what you're doing, and you're making decisions off emotion rather than off kind of stats and scientific evidence, I guess. So if you are serious about running a lot of media spend and all of that type of jazz, and you want to become a proper, real PPC agency, then you have to start somewhere, okay? Trust me, the really big boys have data science. They have, they use pivot tables, Tableau, all of these analysis tools that helps them get these metrics at the click of a finger, okay? If you're starting out, you don't have these tools, but you can still do a pretty good job from that. And today I'm going to talk to you about how you can set this up relatively quickly and at least give yourself some peace of mind so you're not making decisions off the back of your emotion and gut feel, more off scientific evidence, all right? So what we do is we have a tracking sheet for each advertising account. We just keep it in Google Drive, and it looks like this. So on the left-hand side is date, and then it's the 1st of July, 2nd of July, 3rd of July, all the way down to the end of the month. So this is a monthly tracking sheet. Across the top here, we have the metrics that are important to us that we see within the advertising account. So it could be spend, it could be cost per 1,000 impressions, could be cost per click, could be cost per video view if you're running video, cost per view. It could be landing page percentage, cost per lead. All the other stats you want to check need to be done across here, and it could be literally 20 or 30 different columns that you've got going along here, okay? At the bottom of the spreadsheet, you sum them all up and you have an average. So you've got your average figures down the bottom here, okay? And what happens is that you might see your cost per lead coming in here at £7, £8, £6, blah, 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 and it stays that way, and then it gets down to the middle of the month and it jumps up to £19 per lead, okay? And when people make decisions on emotion, they will start to switch stuff off. They will start to bin the ads and say that it's Facebook's algorithm, and that there's nothing they can do about it. But what they're not looking at is all of these different stats, okay? Has the cost per 1,000 impressions doubled, okay? Has the cost per click doubled, or has it remained the same? We've seen this within our own stats. We will see the CPMs, the cost per clicks stay the same, the spend stay the same, and then the landing page percentage drops by 10% or 20% or whatever it is. And it goes from converting at 30% down to 20%. And then we can tell very quickly as we look down these stats what the problem is and what the issue is. And what you'll find a lot of the time is that maybe that landing page is not rendering on mobile or tablet, or there's a spelling mistake on the landing page, or there's it's broken and it's not loading properly, or the variation you're testing is not working and you forgot about that variant in Unbounce or whatever split testing software you use. And you just can't remember all of this stuff in your brain. You have to have stats measured across the board that you can look at on a daily basis and make calls off the back of that, okay? I hope that makes sense. All right, I can't remember all of the metrics we're tracking, but you can easily just find them across the in your ads manager all the way. If you go to performance and clicks, for example, you'll be able to see all of the different metrics. It takes you 15 minutes each morning to gather that data, put it into the spreadsheet, and then you've got a history that you can make rational decisions on. I hope that makes sense. So if you want to really ramp up your game as a media buyer and sell leads like the professionals, then you should come and talk to us. We've got a case study that explains how we built a lead generation agency and how we moved away from the old retainer contracts on local businesses and how we work with big juicy clients that pay us 5 figures a week. So yeah, I hope you'd enjoyed this video. I urge you to do something like this, even if you're running ads with a small budget. It's still worth doing. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.